Hey, how's it going? It's Sophia here from Zen Guidance. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's pick a card reading. So in this reading, we're going to be looking at your health and the signs your body is trying to give you right now. What messages from Source, Spirit, your angels are manifesting through your body that you need to know about. So all I need you to do is choose one of these four piles. We have pile 1, 2, 3, and 4. So go ahead, make your choice, but take as long as you need. If you need some time to pause the video and just get nice and relaxed. Remember to use your gut instinct and your intuition to lead you to the pile for you. And once you've made your choice, you can go to the description box below where you'll find the corresponding timestamps to your chosen pile. Where you'll also find the link to my website, so if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, the information is all there for you. So let's get on ahead to your reading. Click the timestamp and I'll see you there. Okay, group number 1. Let's take a look at what your health, what your body is trying to tell you right now. Okay, so the first card we have that you were drawn to is Sweat Lodge. So you might be feeling very hot right now. And I don't just mean through the temperature, especially here in the UK going through a heat wave. I mean, it could be that that's affecting you, of course, but I do feel like this is more of an internal heat. There's something going on within yourself, and I don't know, maybe there's something that's feeling really hot to touch, like something, well, I just touched my hand there, so I don't know if maybe someone has a really hot hand, or I was feeling that yesterday myself, like I just felt all of the internal heat. But I feel like we can tell the difference, can't we, between that external heat and the internal heat. So yeah, just something to take note of. But also, yeah, we've got sweating, obviously. So it could be that you're sweating out something, sweating out toxins or anything very negative. Oh, which is then leading to this new life energy here. Okay. I'm already picking up so many things from this. I was going to just pull them all, but I think I'm just going to go one at a time. Because, yeah, there's so much coming through here about darkness and sleep. Okay, so you might be having some sleep issues, like trouble getting to sleep, or maybe you're needing a lot more sleep. You're feeling extra kind of lethargic and, yeah, needing more rest than usual. Okay, but I do feel that there is this positive reason. It's because you're creating this balance within yourself because something new is about to change in your life. And I feel like this is the universe preparing you for that. Okay, so it's almost like your body can sense that there's something new on the horizon, and so it's almost making you rest. And that's why we always should listen to our body and what it's telling us, because yeah, there's something in your body is telling you to rest, to get some sleep. And I know that could be very challenging if you are suffering with insomnia right now. But I definitely feel like you need to take that rest as a priority. So even if you are struggling to sleep at night, even if you can just get a nap at some point during the day or the early evening or whenever you can, but it's because there's something new coming. Okay, then we have flexible, the sun, and then Virgo, digest. Okay, 1 second as well. I just need to take off my cardigan because I'm sweating doing this, right? I'm feeling the heat. And I don't know why, but I've got a really hot coffee. I just don't drink coffee at this time of the day usually, but I just was feeling the need. So again, look at all this heat, the sun. I mean, there's nothing hotter than the sun, is there? Okay, so yeah, it may be, that the heat is affecting you, obviously, the actual sun and its rays is affecting you in a way. Maybe it's affecting you more than usual. Again, either that's because of the intensity of the heat of the sun, where you are locationally, or you're just feeling extra sensitive. For some of you, yeah, this could even be sunburn. Okay, you could have, some kind of sunburn. There could also be a friction burn. Somebody might have a friction burn from something. Like you've scraped your knee or something. Yeah, it feels like there's a sore patch somewhere. There's a sore patch. Okay. Okay, now let me come to actually Virgo here. I mean, it says digest. Virgo does rule the digestive system. So it could be that you're having some digestive issues at this time. And I feel like this is because that there is this change in routine. So it may even be like your appetite has changed. So either you're eating more or you're eating less, or you're changing up the way that you eat, or maybe you're craving different things than you usually do. But I definitely see there's something going on within the stomach. Now, it could also be that you're carrying a lot of baggage in the stomach, in your guts. And this may be, yes, why you're needing to detox. So it's like if you, for instance, were eating something that wasn't agreeing with you, but then you kept on eating it and you weren't making any changes, it's like your body will start to reject it. And maybe for you, it's not going to reject it through, say, vomiting or something, but it may reject it through sweat, okay? That could be the way in which your body is releasing those toxins. Because even though, the human bodies tend to work in a very similar way, they're still very unique to us, aren't they? And we can all have different manifestations of physical, emotional, mental issues going on within us. So it's always important to identify what's going on within us uniquely rather than collectively, and to really listen to what your body is trying to tell you. And it's definitely trying to tell you a few things here, that you need rest. You definitely need a lot more rest than you've been getting. And maybe you're saying, oh, I'm fed up of resting. I've been resting so much and I want to get out there. I want to have fun. I want to, because there's something about this sun that there's joy here. Like you're wanting to, I don't know, but this is getting out into the sun or into the spotlight, or like you're craving that kind of social and charismatic kind of floating from one thing to the next, one experience, one party. Like it feels like you want to remain in this high place. So maybe this is somewhere that you've been recently. Maybe you've been feeling really on top of the world. But then there's a sense of a crash coming through. Like there's a crash in your energy levels. It's like you came up so high and now you've crashed back down again. But that's okay. That's just the ebbs and flows of your energy. And it feels like that's something maybe you've been beating yourself up about, perhaps. But it's just recognizing that fact that whenever we feel extremely high, we're always going to come back down again. But whenever we feel extremely low, we're always going to come back up again. Maybe that's something that you feel you need to remind yourself of, like when you're feeling negatively, that, it's not going to last. But conversely, the same with when you're feeling really good, because we can appreciate that moment more so when we're in the moment, knowing that it's not something that's long-term sustainable. Because especially the extreme highs and lows, they're very exhausting. So if you have been feeling these extremes, these intensities, these really, really good moments, these really, really down moments, that is very, very draining on your energy. And this might be what is upsetting your stomach. Okay, some of you might be having pains there, or maybe even like a bloating. I'm seeing some kind of distended stomach here. So maybe, there's some bloating going on with you at the moment, okay? Or some trapped wind, which could also be causing some of these stomach issues. Okay. And then, we've got flexible over here. So for some of you, this could be to do with your back, okay? It could be that you've been having some back pains. What else is coming through here? The glutes as well, the butt. So I don't know if some of you might have sciatica. Okay, you might have that kind of pinched nerves on the left side, or some kind of I feel like there's like a long pain, if that makes sense. Like it would be a nerve pain, like it starts in one place and it's traveling down, maybe down the arm. It feels like there's one kind of long pain, but I do feel that pain in particular is guiding you to be more flexible in your life. So whatever area of life you feel like you might be quite rigid in, or you don't feel like you're able to be very flexible and to go with the flow in, that's the area where there's some blocked energy, okay? And this is why it's manifesting as that kind of pain, because it's guiding you to just let go, to go with that flow, and to not stick in something, especially if it doesn't feel like it's working, or it feels stagnated, or you're not enjoying the experience or the interaction. And it's guiding you to let that go, okay? And to just, again, I know I've repeated this a few times, but go with the flow. It's such a poignant phrase. I feel like it's coming through for you, Group 1. So I'm just going to look at some tarot messages now for you. What is your physical health? What is your body trying to tell you right now, Group 1? Well, actually, let me see. What is the advice? Oh, okay, that was a lot. Knight of Voices. I'm going to keep that out. It's the only one that came out. upright. But yeah, so what is your advice? What else is your advice coming through here? Group 1, about the physical pains, the body, or the signals. It's not always going to be necessarily pain. Sometimes it's just a sensation, a feeling, or something that feels kind of off, that is warning us of something. And it doesn't always mean it's a good or a bad warning. It's just the acknowledgement of there being something. Okay, so we have 7 of inspiration. What are you being guided to do? What steps are you being guided to take right now? Oh my God, the sun, double sun. Now that is rare. That is a rarity. I don't think I've ever seen that before. 2 suns, maybe a moon and a sun, double sun. No, not like that. That's insane. Wow. Wow. Okay. What else is your advice here? Group 1. The Justice card in reverse and Knight of Inspiration. Ooh, okay. Again, we've got a lot of fire coming through here. There's so much heat. I feel like I need to tie my hair up. I don't think I've got a hairband with me. But I'm just getting all hot and flustered over here. This is intense. Okay. But I definitely feel like you are being guided to take steps using passion, using that fire within you, okay? You are being called to rebalance yourself, but once you feel like you've topped up your energy again, like you feel recharged, you've charged up your batteries and you feel energized, then I feel like you're really being guided to use that energy to, be very strong, to be independent. With the 7 of inspiration, this is quite a competitive energy, but almost like it almost doesn't feel like you're competing against anybody. Like you're so far above who you're competing against in something. Like I don't think you even realize this, group 1. That there's something that you want, that you're trying to attain, that you think there are all these other people fighting for it. And maybe they are, but it's like you're so far above where they are. Like energetically, like you've evolved. Not to say, you're not better than this person. They're not better than you or anything, but it's just you're in a more experienced place, okay? Like you've elevated a lot higher than them. So it's like you really don't have the competition that you think you do. So that's something I feel like you're being guided to let go of right now. So yeah, any perceived competition you feel like you have, it really doesn't exist. It really doesn't. And really a lot of competition really is in the mind, okay? And I feel like this is your message to be positive in that respect, to be positive in your mind, okay? Especially if your mind has been in quite a down place lately, is to really focus on, positive affirmations and imagining you're in that wish fulfilled state. So all of the things that you want to be real, that you want to happen, imagine that you already have them now, being in that state of attraction, okay? And now it might also be that a remedy for you is the sun. Okay, obviously not if you have a sunburn, that is definitely not the source of your healing, the sun. But maybe this is also for some of you, this might be like acclimatizing, getting your skin used to the sun a little bit. So for instance, if you'd not stepped out into the sunlight in a year, your skin is going to be far more susceptible to sunburn than if you had been out in the sun every single day. But even if it's just like small amounts incrementally, like building up your tolerance to the sun's heat. Okay, so that could be partially some advice for you if that's something that you have been struggling with, with the sun. Like for me, I've always been a sun worshipper, probably because my Venus is in Leo. But, I try to be more careful now that I've got into my 30s. I don't want to overly damage my skin or, cause any problems. So I take to going out in the sun in the morning time when it's much less strong with no sun cream. So I allow my skin to, absorb the natural rays, but not at a high intensity, but also so my skin kind of gets used to it. And then if I do want to go out again, sort of later in the day when it's hotter, I'll make sure I wear sun cream or I wear a hat. I mean, I know these are all really obvious things, but it's finding ways of still being able to do what you love, but in moderation or in a way that's going to be healthy for you. Now, this could also be about, some kind of event or a party, okay, getting into this social energy again, because it really just feels like you need to be in the spotlight right now in some way. So yeah, whether this is literally in the spotlight, in the sunlight, or whether this is through social media, getting yourself seen, letting your face be seen, or this could be again being like the life and soul of the party. Like you bring so much positivity. Like I feel like you've got this really naturally bubbly aura about you, group one, and it's infectious. Okay, when you're around other people, like your mood is really infectious, whether that's good or bad. So I feel like that's also something you're being guided to do, is to make sure that you say yes to things when you're in the right headspace, when you're feeling good. Because you could even see it, especially if you've been a people pleaser at some point of your life, to be like, I don't want to bring negative energy to this event if I don't feel like it. I'd rather not. I'm protecting everybody else as well as myself. Because again, it's like you will infect others with the energy that you bring. But I feel like it's such a powerful gift that you have. And sometimes, we can't always be in a good mood about everything. And sometimes we need to be in a bad mood, and it might trigger others, for the better. So, but I feel like this is about really, truly listening to yourself and what makes you happy. I feel like this is definitely a time for you to be more self-focused. And yeah, I mean, self-care, obviously. Self-care is like number one, self-care and self-love. But to really, truly feel like, okay, what do I want to do? Where do I want to go? Maybe this is about you, I'd say creating a party, but creating a party, deciding to have a party and inviting people to it and doing it the way that you want to, okay? Or going on a holiday, but going to the places that you want to go to, rather than feeling like you're being dragged along by other people. But yeah, the Justice card in reverse is definitely about this imbalance here and something that doesn't feel quite fair or equal. So yeah, I mean, that might be again to do with your physical body, that you're having pains on one particular side of the body, whether it's the right or the left. The right side is the masculine and left's the feminine. So that can always be an indication as well as to the type of signal your body is trying to give you, okay? But this could also be about some kind of relationship here, okay? It could be that you've gone through a recent breakup, or you've been distanced from certain people in your life. And that could have caused this imbalance, okay? That could be what's kind of started all of this off here for you. So this is why you're being guided to really focus on finding that equilibrium within yourself. And then we have the two knights here. So yeah, it could be that you've got two people that you're talking to right now, or kind of two people you're trying to, I don't know, maybe that's where there's an imbalance. Maybe you're trying, these could be two romantic partners or two friendships or whoever, okay? I just see that there's two, and there's fire energy and there's air energy, okay? I mean, we've got strong Leo, I will say. We've got strong Leo coming through. We've obviously got Virgo, we've got Libra, and then we've got, all of the fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag, and then Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. So yeah, it could be that you're speaking to two different people, or you're trying to juggle them, and maybe it's feeling a little challenging for you right now. So again, this is where you're finding, it's like you're being guided to just find that place of equilibrium, okay? So a couple more cards on this. I'm going to look at the fishbowl. I'm going to try not to make these too long because I am actually really tired myself today. Okay, so I'm just going to choose one more. Okay, well, two more came out. Okay, so we've got flowers and then we've got childcare. Okay, so I feel like the no remorse card is about you like going on your own path and not looking back, like not caring about like what has happened before. And not to say, I don't feel like anybody should ever go through life with just zero remorse, but almost in a sense, I really feel like you're being guided to be more selfish at this time and not to have remorse over everything, or maybe the things that you felt like guilty for before. Like you're being guided to let go of some guilt here. And if you're just following your own path, but you're not intentionally hurting anybody, you're still trying to do the right thing, there's no need to have remorse or to feel that guilt, okay? That may also be something that drags you down at times, guilt. Then we've also got welcome this ending. So yeah, it could be that you have gone through a recent breakup, or a job ending, or some kind of separation from someone, or maybe even animals, or something that you really care about, okay? Especially with flowers here as well. So I mean, maybe you've been getting a lot of flowers, but I'm seeing flowers are a lot to have a lot to do with celebration, don't they? And, whether that's in death or in birth or in marriage, in union, whatever it might be, birthdays, flowers always represent some kind of celebration. So I do feel like there's going to be something for you to celebrate. That's why you're being guided to welcome this ending. Whatever this ending is, it is going to lead you to that new life, this new beginning that's around the corner. And it may have something to do with children, either your own children or children external to you in some way, maybe children you work with, maybe you work in childcare for some of you, or this could be a change in your childcare situation, okay, which is also could have set you off balance in some way, okay. But again, this is what you're being guided to do, is to just welcome it for the time being. It doesn't mean that it has to stay this way forever, but I feel like you're being guided to really focus on, you know, where things are right now, and not to try to force anything to be that it isn't right now. Okay, just to let yourself rest and to let the universe unfold everything before your eyes. Okay, just the way that it's meant to, by you going with the flow. So I really do hope that this resonates with you, group number 1. Please let me know down in the comments below if it does. And don't forget to give the video a thumbs up if you did enjoy this reading today. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, the link to my website is in the description box below. I do hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Take good care, group 1. Okay, group number 2. Let's take a look at what your health, what your body is trying to tell you right now. What are the signs coming through? So obviously the first card we have is answer the call. Answer the call. So it might be that you are being guided to this higher calling, okay? Something to do with your soul's destiny, okay? But this could also be very literal about some kind of phone call. Maybe a phone call is coming through. I always get certain pains in different areas of my body when different people are thinking about getting in contact with me. I've started to, I've been noting it for the last few years, and it's getting stronger and stronger. So the more that you listen to what your body's saying each time, the more you'll become aware of kind of who is thinking about you or who's wanting to call you or reach out. Okay, so we've got here and now, poised, 7th house relationship, and Mars motion. Okay. Now let's see. What is your body trying to tell you right now? Okay, so the first thing I'm picking up here is something to do with hands, wrists, arms. Okay, so it might be that you've got some things going on within your wrists, your hands. So I don't know if these are some pains, maybe some tingling. For some of you, this might also be itching, like under the skin. But yeah, this could be muscle tension, or it could be like a trapped nerve or something. Yeah, it could also be a muscle strain, because I'm sensing with this Aries energy, there's something to do with, it looks very muscular or vascular, what's going on. Okay. I do feel like in some way you feel like it's limiting you. It's limiting you in your work, or if you are somebody that's very active, maybe you train a lot, you go to the gym, or you're part of some other kind of exercise that you love to do. And it's something's limiting. It's limiting or restricting you. I'm surprised Saturn hasn't come through here, because I'm definitely picking up on some Saturnian energy. I'm just looking to see what other physical things are coming through first, and then we'll look at why. So what other physical symptoms are coming through here? Okay, some of you, I just heard yellowing of the eyes, and that could be a very dangerous thing, so definitely get that checked out. I mean, obviously this is no substitute for seeing a medical professional, but yeah, certainly I would definitely say if you're the whites of your eyes, or maybe your nails, or something about yellowing. I don't know what else that would be. I really don't. Okay. Okay, I'm seeing the abs. I'm seeing stomach, but specifically like the abs, the muscles. And maybe there could be like back spasm and neck spasm. Yeah, I'm sensing something very sharp. And I feel like it kind of puts you in this like rigid position, like with poised here. I just see this kind of like you feel stuck. So maybe it's like some kind of, or like a, something that seizes up within you. Maybe it's something that's quite recurrent that you've experienced before. I mean, it could be something brand new as well, but it just feels like it has you paralyzed almost. at time, maybe when you're going through it, or maybe, you know, that's where you are now and you're kind of laid up in bed and you can't do anything else. So I feel for you, and I've certainly been there before, and it's horrible, but there's always a greater purpose and reasoning to it, which we'll get into in a minute. I just want to see if there's anything else coming through physically. And I just heard the word ice. Ice. So maybe this is icing, like you're putting ice on the area, okay? Maybe the muscle that's affected, so icing it. It could be... there was another feeling coming through when I said ice. Like, that was like numbness almost. Like maybe like pins and needles or numbness. Again, it feels very nervy to me. And I'm seeing knees here as well. So maybe for some of you, you've had locked knees, okay? Something to do with the knees. Okay. Yeah, it feels more like the extremities, the arms and the legs. But, well, that's what I'm picking up on that for now. I mean, if anything else on the physical stuff comes through, I'll let you know. But, oh yeah, so also Aries could be the head, okay? Aries does represent the head. So it could be something to do with your head. You could be having headaches. These could be really intense, like sharp headaches and pains. Yeah, I definitely feel like you might be having some headaches or some migraines here. And I do feel like it's to do with somebody that either you were in a partnership with, or maybe you are now, or maybe you're going to be. Because I just feel like there's somebody that's been thinking about you, and it manifests through you physically, like you feel it before it happens, or maybe you're picking up on them feeling tense about reaching out to you. I mean, I actually had this with somebody before. Like I was having these really, really intense headaches all week, these ear pains, all sorts of physical indicators. And the person eventually reached out, and then all of the pains went. But it was almost like I felt their energy kind of flip-flopping. I'm thinking about it for a week. Shall I reach out? Shouldn't I? Should I hold back? That's what it felt like to me. And as soon as they did, like that energy cleared. So maybe somebody's been calling you, maybe you've been ignoring it. Okay. So it may be that you answering the call is actually going to help you to be able to move on. I mean, maybe it's you though as well. Maybe you've been trying to call someone and maybe they've not been answering. But yeah, I definitely feel like there's something to do with another person. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic relationship either. I mean, this could be a business partnership, somebody that's been thinking about reaching out to you for an opportunity. But again, they're tentative about it. But it could also be a friendship. Okay, somebody that you know, somebody that's been thinking about reaching out, maybe somebody you haven't spoken to in some time. But I do feel some advice that's coming through here for you is to definitely remain as present in the here and now as you can, to not focus too much on the future or to ruminate in the past, but to really just be okay with being in the present moment, okay? Being grateful for the present moment. Because maybe this is something you're dreading, okay? You're worried about a certain call, or you're worried of how this interaction is going to go down in some way. But maybe this is like that you've buried this, like you've pushed this down, you tried to repress certain thoughts or feelings, and now it's sort of all coming to a head for you. But it definitely feels like with Mars here as well, that this is like you are being guided to do something here, like to take some kind of action. So yeah, again, whether this is making a call, I feel like, because especially as we've got it as clear as day here, answering a call. I feel like this is about you answering a phone call. Okay, now again, it could be specifically a phone call, but for some of you, this could be, much more metaphorical in terms of answering the call of your soul. So if there's something that's been on your mind that you've been wanting to do, or again, somebody you've been wanting to reach out to, or there's a new step that you've been wanting to take in your life, this is your time to take it, okay? Obviously, if you are, laid up and you are in this very stuck position right now, that's, not necessarily the easiest thing you can do, okay? Especially if it takes the action, you've got to move physically. Of course, you always have to heal through whatever you're going through first. But I mean, if it's as simple as answering a phone call, then you're definitely being guided to do that right now. But let's see what else is coming through for you. I'm going to look at some tarot messages. I'm trying not to take these too long today as I'm pretty tired myself. So let's see. What advice is coming through for you today? And I will get some fishbowl messages as well. Okay, what is your advice? We've got the Page of Voices, the Six of Inspiration, Four of Emotion, Awakening, wow. And then the Devil. Ooh, okay. We've got Capricorn energy coming through here. So yeah, but the Page of Voices reverse is the feeling of letting your guard down. Okay, if you have been tentative, I feel like, again, this is about some kind of communication or something you have been thinking about doing. It could even be applying for a new job, or there's something you've been thinking about, and I feel like it's your time to go for it. Because I sense that you're so worried about failure here. But I sense like that if you don't take that action, you are going to miss out on this opportunity. And you're going to end up kicking yourself more for missing out on this opportunity than you were for the actual fear of failure. Okay, and every no that you get will lead you to a yes. And no, when you break it down, new opportunity. That's the way you can see it. Every time you hear no, just think new opportunity. Okay, that no was meant for me because I'm meant to have something else, something better, something that is more aligned for me. So maybe that's something that you could tell yourself if you're feeling a little insecure or a little doubtful of whether something is going to work out for you, and to just live your life the way that you want to live it without being too worried about the outcome here. Because then again, this is about being in the present moment. Because if you do something in the present moment and you genuinely don't think about what the outcome is going to be, then you're in the heightened state of great gratitude and attraction as well, because you've got zero resistance to things manifesting when you live in the now. Okay, so it's like you take the action for something you want to happen in the future, you take it, but then you come right back to that now and you be grateful in that place and watch how it all just unfolds for you. And I feel like this is exactly what's going to happen here with awakening. You are going to awaken this new gift within you, okay? This new life, this new opportunity, this new way of thinking. I feel like you're going to start to see things from this higher perspective. And even with the Devil here, I feel like this is you actually seeing something for what it is, okay? Toxic traits, negative self-talk. Okay, these could be toxic people or something that you found very addictive, or felt like you were trapped, you were chained to something, maybe to this old way of life or this old way of thinking. But I feel like this is you changing that. Like you're going to see things in a different way. So you don't want to allow the Devil to come in and infiltrate your plans anymore. It's like you're not going to allow that. Okay, so I definitely feel like there's a lot coming through about what in your mind here. I feel like maybe your mind at the moment has been your biggest demon. And again, that's why being in the here and now and meditating is going to bring you back to that place of balance, okay, where you can start to focus on things more positively and not missing out on certain opportunities because you're worried that it won't go the way that you expected. Again, remember, no, new opportunity, always. So a couple of fishbowl messages for you on this. Ooh, 555. That is the number of change and liberation. Liberation. We've got coming clean, open emotions. Now this is interesting as well. Wow. I mean, I've picked 3 of the cards that have purple writing, and those cards all have different colored writing. So that's interesting. So it might be the color purple is going to be a really good color for you to be around, to surround yourself with right now. Maybe purple crystals. And purple represents the third eye chakra. So I definitely feel like you're going to be intuiting a lot of signs, okay, especially with this card here as well. Listen to the signs, okay? So I feel like your intuition is going to be on fire very soon, okay? Like you're going to be intuiting far more deeply than you had been previously, okay? So there's a definite change coming here. Now this, might be coming clean, like you're going to be releasing anything that has been negative, anything that has been toxic, anything that you've been doing to excess. Okay, anything that has been causing you or others harm. But this again could be releasing people that have been causing you harm. But I do also feel like coming clean is this person here. Like this is either you again needing to come clean with this person, being open and honest about your emotions, or they're going to come in towards you and be honest about their feelings. I feel like it's going to be quite shocking either way. I feel like if they come towards you, you're going to be shocked that they even come, even though you've had this message now. But if you decide to reach out to them, I feel like you're going to be shocked at yourself, like for going for it, okay, for whatever it is, the action that you decide to do. I feel like it's almost going to surprise yourself, but in a good way, where you feel like, wow, if I was able to do that and I was so scared of it, what else could I possibly do? What other potential do I have here? So this is where I feel like there's that gateway and awakening for you. With the open emotions, I mean, this might be that you have in the human design, you have an open emotional center. So it might be that you're taking in other people's emotions and amplifying them. So this might also be why you're being guided to protect yourself with certain crystals. But it could also be, I feel like this is more about you being more open with your feelings, with the people around you in your relationships, not sugarcoating anything, or not, again, people pleasing, just being totally upfront and honest about how you feel, regardless of whatever it is the outcome will be or whatever they're going to say in return, but you just being open and honest and you feeling so much lighter because of it. So I really do hope that this resonates with you, Group 2. Please let me know down in the comments below if it does. And don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. All of your support really does mean the world to me, and it helps my channel to keep growing and so I can keep making these videos for you. So just know that I appreciate each and every one of you. And if you would like to book a personal reading with me, the link is in the description box below. I do hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Take good care, Group 2. Okay, group number 3. Let's take a look at what your health and your body is trying to tell you right now. What is your body trying to tell you? So the first card we have is Peace Pipe. Okay, something about needing peace. But what I'm going to do first is look at any physical descriptors, as in pains, but it's not necessarily going to all be pains. This could be sensations that you feel. It could be like tinglings or certain itches or something that feels, I guess, because within the body, we think when we feel something in the body, it feels like pain, but sometimes it can also be pleasure, okay? But I'm just going to look at those things first for you, and then you can identify whether this is the right pile for you. And then we'll look at the advice for, why you're feeling these things and what you can do to help shift it, if it needs shifting, that is. But wow, okay, so we've got deep knowing, breathe. We've got Taurus, cultivate. And then the first house, arrival. So let's see. Let's look at the physical things coming through here first. Wow, now that's interesting. The first thing I've noticed here are the 2 deer. Okay, wow, no, it's not 2 deer, is it? Come on. Come on, Zen. We've got a deer and we have a bull. Okay, but you can see, they're very similar images almost. And there is this emphasis around their third eye. Okay, I'm definitely picking up something about the third eye. So it might be that you've got pains or blurry vision within the third eye, especially if you have a block there, it could be. But it could also be that you're just seeing things. Okay, maybe you're feeling something. Maybe you're feeling a bit of a buzzing around that area. Maybe you're getting more sort of psychic, intuitive messages. For some of you, I'm sensing dreams here as well. I feel like you're having really vivid dreams at the moment, whether good or bad. I just feel like there's a lot to do with vision coming through here. Vision. Okay, what else? I also feel like something emotional. Okay, because I keep saying wow, this is giving me heart chakra energy, this color green, and then this is giving me sacral chakra energy. So both to do with sort of feeling and emotions and, heartfelt energy. So it may be that you've got something going on there within your chest. Okay, it could be physical symptoms that you're feeling there. For some of you, I just heard like a tickly chest or like a tickly cough, like almost like someone's dusting it with a feather. Or maybe you're getting like the spiritual tingles, or like all the hairs are standing up, or you're getting certain vibrations almost in different areas of the body. Or it feels like it's something, almost like a scratch you want to itch. Okay, so again, some of you, there might be some kind of, annoying itch. Okay, like an irritation. What else is coming through here? Yeah, again, I'm just saying all of this like vibrating. What is that? I don't even know if this is going to make sense for you. Like shaking. So maybe some of you have got the shakes. But I feel like these are spiritual shakes. I really do. I'm suddenly getting a little hot here as well. Like my hands are starting to burn up. Okay, so some of you, maybe you've got hot hands, or maybe your hands are in pain. I don't know. Ooh, wow. It's just like a real hot wave coming over me. Okay. Yeah, something about needing to cool down. So yeah, maybe it's like, yeah, you're very hot. You need to like fan yourself. Obviously, especially if you're in the UK, there's the heat wave. But it might be that there is a lot of heat, obviously, where you are externally, but this could be more internal heat. I was definitely picking that up in group one's reading actually as well. So especially if you were drawn to group ones, you may want to watch that as well. But it's weird because I'm not picking up as much like pain here in this reading. So I don't know if you're feeling any actual pain, but I feel like maybe these are more kind of twinges or little, yeah, like minor irritations, or like, if you've got a label sticking out in your clothes and it kind of just irritates over and over again, and you just need to get it out and cut it, right? So there's something here I feel like maybe you need to cut off that's causing you irritation. Okay, now it may be that there's certain people or there's something else in your life that is causing irritation. Now I just got this pain in my tooth as well, like my lower left tooth, like near the front. So again, that could be very specific for someone here, but it's weird, especially doing health reading. When I get physical pains, I'll definitely let you know, because I definitely feel a lot of physical pains anyway through different intuitive messages. So yeah, I think it's going to definitely be more poignant in this reading. So yeah, there's teeth. Yeah, something to do with your voice as well. Yeah, the chest, because even here my voice is becoming a little bit more raspy here. So maybe for some of you, you're losing your voice, or you're feeling this need to be very quiet. Okay, there's definitely a lot to do with being quiet and peaceful. I mean, we've got peace, pipe, and breathe. But even this deep knowing here is giving me this peaceful energy. So I do feel like this is something that you are craving, okay, or your body is craving right now. It's craving peace and quiet. There's something about busyness here. So I don't know if you've just come back from somewhere where there was a lot of people, there's a lot of energy around you, or like you feel like you don't have enough alone time. Okay, there's something about you needing alone time right now, group 3. Okay, it feels like there's been a lot, and maybe that you've taken on a lot of other people's energy and you're needing some time to rest and recuperate here. But I also get the sense that you are really spiritual, like you're knowingly spiritual, group 3. So yeah, you might practice spirituality, meditation, but I mean, you could read tarot as well. But I definitely feel like you're somebody that has some really powerful psychic gifts, okay? And maybe you're claircognizant, okay? You just have that clear knowing when something is right, something is wrong, or you just have the answer, like it just comes to you like that, like it's a splenic hit. It's not something you get twice. I feel like that's also something you're being guided to listen to, is your gut instinct, okay? Because I feel like maybe you've been ignoring that. But maybe that's something you've been learning about. You've been listening to it more. Especially here, we've got the first house as well. I actually feel like for you, group 3, that you're already kind of on this train of learning about like what your physical body is trying to tell you. Like looking up the spiritual meanings to each different pain that you get. I've always done that. Well, I've done it for a few years anyway, and I still do it now sometimes. But sometimes I feel like just the act of looking something up, of like typing in, for instance, like this pain right now in my tooth. Tooth pain, spiritual meaning. And even if you don't find the exact answer through that source, I feel like it helps to shift that energy, because it's bringing your awareness to that area. Okay, so it may even help you to then discover, the root of that cause, what the root problem is that is causing that pain. Like almost like you'll start to stumble across the answer without even trying. That's how it feels. Because then we also have cultivate, this Taurian energy. Okay, so you might resonate with Taurus. We also do have Aries here as well, Taurus and Aries. And I feel like this is about you being much more creative and cultivating something. But it's like you're needing peace first. You're needing to find that peace. You're needing time to breathe out. I'm definitely seeing a lot of independence coming through here. So yeah, especially if you have been very, very active and social lately, I do feel like this is your time to, be more self-driven and definitely to spend some time alone. And for some of you, this might just be a few hours that you need. Okay, for some of you, this might be days or even weeks of just, full rest and recharge. Because I just see so much blossoming here for you. And I feel like there's a lot of divine manifestations that are going to come through to fruition once you get into this relaxed state. Okay, if you're already feeling in this relaxed place, you're feeling peaceful, then just know that you're on the right path. This is the right path for you, where you feel like you're on the mission that you need to be on. Okay, your soul's mission. You have that deep knowing. Because I feel like for you, group 3, when you truly feel at peace, like that is correct for your energy. I mean, we should all, feel at peace, obviously, at times. But I feel specifically for you, group 3, it's something that's really, really important to you. Like you really need to have that feeling of just rest. Like you don't need a lot of responsibility. You just want to kind of be able to float for a little bit. Okay, maybe there's been a lot of pressure on you and it's time for you to release that. It's time for you to have a break. Okay, I definitely see like you needing a break, a holiday, or maybe this is even like a solo trip. Okay, it's just something where you're just focused on yourself. Maybe this is also focused on something to do with your home. I feel like it's coming through here with Taurus. Maybe you're focusing on like changing up your home, moving homes. That could be something that's kind of shaken your stability, affected your root chakra. But then here as well with the first house, I mean, it's the house of Aries. It's the house of taking action. It's also the house that rules the head. So yeah, again, it could be that you have that. I keep seeing this buzzing, like even in these two images here, like and this one, there's like the round around the head. And all of them are drawing me towards the head, like the head and the neck region. So I definitely feel like this is more, especially upper body rather than lower. Okay, or certainly the signs that are coming through in this reading. You might have lower pains as well, but I feel specifically your attention is being drawn to the top, okay, to the top of your head. And I feel like there's a lot of things coming through from higher source, okay? There's a lot coming through about your crown chakra, okay? And meditation is going to be the key to about rebalancing out the crown chakra and to be at peace, because I feel like if you had too much going on, again, too many responsibilities, too many people relying on you, or something where you felt a lot of pressure externally, you weren't able to receive maybe these physical signs that you were heading for a burnout, okay? Or other signs from the universe that you're meant to hear because it's too busy. There was too much busyness there. So you couldn't possibly take in all that extra information. So this is where I feel like your angels are guiding you to clear that space so those messages can come through for you. So let's just see now what's coming through with the tarot messages, and we'll get a couple of fishbowl messages also. Okay, so what is your advice? What is your advice about these physical things, symptoms, whatever's going on for you? What is your advice? We've got Page of Emotions, Knight of Emotions, the Hierophants. We've got another Taurus energy there. And the Strength card of Leo. Wow. And Awakening. Okay. Now, for some of you, this could have something to do with like fluids. Like you need to drink more in terms of like physically, like you need to drink more water or something. Maybe you've been a bit dehydrated lately. So that could be something there. But the emotions or the cups represent our emotions. Okay, so this could be something that's emotionally going on for you right now. And it almost feels like there's a repression here. There's like a pushing down of certain feelings and then it kind of all coming to a head. So I definitely feel like you're being guided to embrace your emotions at this time, group 3. To really note down even what you're feeling moment to moment. Okay, it's just the acknowledgement I feel like you're being guided to listen to, rather than necessarily trying to make any changes, but just kind of being in that place of acceptance and observation of, where you're feeling emotionally. Because depending on where we are emotionally can have a big impact on what's going on with us physically. But I always get the sense as well with you, group 3, that like you've emotionally leveled up in some way. It's like maybe there was something you were afraid to do or to say or to be open about that I feel like either you're about to be more open about, or you have recently gone through this awakening, this new experience that is led you to be much more open with your feelings. And I feel like this is such a positive step for you, group 3. Okay, because look at all of these cards afterwards. The Hierophant, which is about higher learning. Okay, so I definitely feel like you're going to be learning so much more about yourself, as well as, the physical body. And maybe there are some other areas that you're really super interested in that you start to focus more on, which brings you more pleasure. Okay, so there's definitely this leveling up in knowledge. This could also be that you are being guided to seek outside advice. Okay, seeking some kind of guidance from possibly a medical professional. For some of you, this could be, especially with the Hierophant being in the upright. This could be more of some kind of conventional therapies. And it might be having a mix between conventional and unconventional holistic therapies. But it might be somebody in some kind of position of authority, or somebody else external to you that has a lot of this power, wisdom, and knowledge that is going to be able to help gain back your strength. Okay. But I definitely feel like whatever you've been feeling kind of weak about, or again, if you've been feeling very tired or out of sorts, okay, you're about to feel so much more strong and powerful than you have done for a long time. Okay. Look, it's literally like awakening the lion within you. So it's like you've needed this time. Again, you've had this deep knowing that you've needed to find this peace. And then now you've found the peace, or you're about to find the peace. The signs can come through. You can follow the guidance that's coming through from your body, from higher source. And it's going to lead you to this place of a deep, deep awakening and transformation. I feel like you're not even going to know yourself after this, group 3. This is going to be truly life-changing in such a positive way. Now I'm just going to get some fishbowl on this. The first house. So we've got double first house here. Okay. Lacking self-awareness. Business owner. Avoidance and writer. Okay. So the fact that we have double first house, double Aries here. Now this could be advice about moving your physical body. Okay, maybe that's something that's going to help to move certain energies through you as well. It might be some kind of physical exercise helps your emotions to rebalance, or helps you to work through your emotions in some way. But it definitely feels like also that you maybe were lacking that self-awareness, that physical self-awareness. Like you were getting these signals from your body that something wasn't right, but you ignored them and you just kept fighting against it. And then again, you end up burning out, or something, knocks you off your feet, knocks you off balance, where you feel like, okay, this is really my time to listen. And I really do feel like you are in that place right now, or you're about to be group 3, okay? You're about to start really paying attention to the signs your physical health and your body is trying to tell you. You're no longer going to be avoidant, okay, to your needs. You're going to start to put your needs first, because I really feel like there's almost this really sweet energy and this kind and caring and generous feeling I get with the Strength card with Leo. I feel like you were definitely someone that self-sacrificed a lot. Maybe this was through work, okay, through business, whether this is through your own business or somebody else's. But I get the sense maybe this is for others, okay? This wasn't for your own business. I feel like either this is somebody else's business, or again, these could be, family, friends, whoever. You're avoiding, what was right for you. But I definitely see you changing that now. And it might be that this is what the awakening you're going to have. So if you're not currently a business owner, I feel like that's something you are going to be working towards in the future. And this is what your physical body is trying to prepare you for. That you're going to be in this place of being in charge. But it's going to feel so much better because it's all for your business. It's like you're not trying to make money or help somebody else. It's like everything that you do is going to be for you. And of course, naturally, that is going to start to benefit the people around you as well, without you having to try too hard. It's like it just happens organically, because as you start to level up and you start to feel better, you start to maybe even make more money, or you just feel happier within your work or within your environment or within your relationships. It will have a positive knock-on effect to everybody that's close to you. Okay, so they will pick up on that energy and they'll be able to enjoy the fruits of your labor with you. And then, we have writer. So it could be that you're a very talented writer. Maybe this is something you're being guided to focus on, especially if writing is something that you do take pleasure in. This might have something to do with your business, okay? But it might also be you writing down, making a log of the pains or the sensations or the feelings that you have within your body. Just writing them down again without picking them apart too much, but just logging them and then seeing what comes to you from that. But this could also be like planning something, writing, or like letting out your emotions through scripting. Okay, it might be that that you need to get things out like on paper, and I don't even feel like this is typing. I feel like this is really writing something down. Like you need to write with a pen to paper here in some way. Maybe that's something you prefer to do, group 3. So I really do hope that this resonates with you. Please do let me know in the comments below if it does, and don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I really do appreciate every single one of you for being here and for supporting the channel so far. And just know how much I appreciate all of you. You're all so kind and you leave the nicest, sweetest comments. And for all of those of you that, continue to book readings with me, I love you so much. And for those of you that haven't booked one with me, the link to my website is in the description box below. I do hope you have a lovely rest of your day, group 3. Take good care. Okay, group number 4. Let's take a look at what your physical health is trying to tell you. Your physical health, your body. Now, the first card we have is Owl Medicine. Okay, so let's see what else is coming through. We've got to the sea. Now, I'm going to look at the physical descriptors, the pains or sensations that you might be feeling first, before I then look into the advice and why you're feeling these things. Because not everything that's going to come through is necessarily a pain, but it might be more, like I said, a feeling or something that's uncomfortable, or an irritation perhaps, or just a change. That's the thing, we always notice a change in our body, and usually that is signified by pain, sometimes pleasure. Okay, so we've got retrograde and opposition. Okay, so straight away there's something going on with conflict here. But let me just try to get to the root of the actual physical stuff first, but I just felt like I needed to get that out because there's just so much coming through about tension here. Okay, now let's see. Now I'm seeing something about spots here. Some of you could be suffering with your skin. Okay, it could be like acne related, or maybe there's like eczema or some kind of skin abnormality. I can say it, skin abnormality. Okay, it's something that doesn't feel like normal for you. So maybe, it's something new that you've discovered about your skin. Or maybe like your skin is crawling or your skin is itching. Oh, it feels horrible. Okay, what else is coming through here? Yeah, for some of you, you could have burnt. You could have recently burnt in the sun. Because I'm seeing it like a reddening to the skin here. Or again, it could be that your skin is very hot to touch. Now, one of the other piles had some of this. I believe it was group 1. I can't remember though. Okay, what else is coming through? Ears are coming through. Okay, so for some of you, you might be having earache. Something to do with earache or the sinuses. Some of you might be having some hay fever, or a blocked nose, or something to do with your glands as well. Maybe your glands are inflamed, like around your neck, sort of beneath your chin, around by your ears, all kind of there, feels very congested. Okay. I'm also seeing something muscular here. It's not to do with muscular. So I'm seeing the traps. So this area of the shoulder here, sort of up by your neck, it could be very, very inflamed or very tense. Actually, let me see if you can actually see it, like here, or on the shoulders there. The upper back. I feel like you need a massage, group 4. I feel like you're really in need of like an upper back and shoulders massage. For God's sake, massage. Okay, I just feel like you've got a lot of knots. Okay, a lot of knots. And it makes sense because of all this tension that's coming through here. So I definitely feel like that's something physical that I see. Now, what else do we have here physically? Hmm. Yeah, I see you looking down at something, like your head looking down at something on your body. So I don't know, yeah, if this is something on your leg, on your foot, or like something that you like have to look down at. I guess that would be most areas of your body, wouldn't it? Because the only thing you can't see when you look down is your head and your neck. So I guess that's fairly open for interpretation. But I see something about looking down to the left. Looking down to the left. Hmm. What else is coming through here? For some of you, I'm feeling like dead legs. Okay, you might have like, I don't know, maybe there's some numbness going on in your legs, or if you've been to the gym recently, you could have DOMS, delayed onset muscle soreness. Okay, where you're just feeling really sore from overstraining. Okay, definitely something to do with overstraining. Whether this is purposefully inflicted through weight training or whether this is, through stress. Okay, it definitely feels like there's this muscle pain and tension coming through here. Okay. Anything else that I'm picking up on physical things? Something about two, your eyes. Could be something to do with your eyes. Your eyes could be, I don't know if you've got blurry vision or they're hurting, or you've got pain behind the eyes perhaps, or maybe you've seen something you didn't want to see, like you want to wash your eyes out with soap. I know that's probably a really weird one, but something about that's coming through there. And I feel like some of you may have injured yourself like running. Maybe you were moving really fast and you weren't thinking and like you stubbed your toe or like you hit your knee or I don't know. I feel like there's maybe been some kind of accident here. Okay, maybe you're somebody that's naturally quite accident prone, but it does feel like there was something about racing to something that has then caused some pain. So, if any other physical pains or descriptors come through, I'll of course let you know, but we're going to get into the portion of why you're feeling this way or why these physical things are coming up for you right now. So, let's dive straight in. I mean, we've got the opposition here, confrontation. So, yeah, if you're having some kind of argument with somebody or you feel like you're not seeing eye to eye with somebody right now, I do feel like that's one of the reasons why you're feeling the way that you're feeling. Okay, it's like maybe you're picking up on their tension as well as yours. Maybe even you're amplifying how they feel because it feels like and maybe you're somebody that is very susceptible to other people's energies. Okay, maybe you're quite sensitive in that way. And yeah, it just feels like you're not on the same page with someone right now. Maybe you got on with them really, really well before, but right now it just feels like maybe you're in the same story, but you're on different chapters. And like you just can't seem to, see eye to eye. That's all I can kind of pick up. That phrase just keeps coming through, seeing eye to eye. I've just noticed we've got a few sevens here as well. So you might be seeing the number 7. I'm not sure why that's exactly relevant, but I just felt like saying it. 7. Okay. We've also got retrograde here. So I feel like this might be about somebody from your past, okay, or something that you needed to go back and review. Or review. I just said review, didn't I? My God. Because whenever we have retrograde energy, this is how I always like to remember it when I was first learning astrology is whatever retrograde, whichever planet it is, it's about going back and anything that begins with the letters RE, redoing, reviewing, renewing. What else? There are loads, but they're not coming to me right now. But it's all about going backwards and trying to do something that maybe didn't work out in the past, but it's time to try it again. Okay. Yeah, it could be reconcile. Okay, it could be reconciling with somebody. Maybe this is like a want that you're wanting to reconcile with somebody, but maybe there's just too much tension and not enough water under the bridge at this point. It kind of feels as well like maybe you've tried to detach somewhat emotionally from this situation. Like you're already aware that it's something that's bringing you tension and you don't want to be feeling that anymore. You want to feel like you can move on or you can let it go. But I definitely feel you are being guided to go more with the flow with this. Okay, definitely if you are feeling like you're ruminating in this, especially if this was an argument, or yeah, if you're picking up on the tension, to not sit with it too much, not to think about it, especially with it being in the past, if this is in the past for you. I mean, any argument will be in the past. If you're watching this, obviously you're not going to be arguing at this very moment. That would be kind of impossible, wouldn't it? But I mean, it might be something that's very, very recent, could have happened 10 minutes ago, okay? So it might be that you need to go back and think about it so you can go over it in your head to work out sort of maybe where things went wrong. But I just feel like you're being guided not to dwell in it for too long and to just let it pass, to move with the flow of the energy, to maybe to work on detaching from your thoughts on it as best as you can. Okay, because yeah, it feels like there's something about a race. Like, I don't know if you were racing towards something, or you felt the need, like you were in competition with someone, or like if you didn't say something, if you didn't say something in the moments, then you'd miss an opportunity. It just feels like all of this fire, like maybe someone lit a fire underneath you and it just propelled you forwards, but maybe you're having some regrets about that. Or maybe this is also, again, some repression, especially if you haven't been taking some kind of action that you feel you want to take, but you're worried about the reaction you're going to get. Oh, that's so annoying. I just had the Tinder swindler pop into my head then, but that's because it's one of his lines. Obviously it's not his own line that he made up, but every action will have a reaction. And yeah, but obviously he didn't make that up, but I don't know why he just popped into my head, and I just think, oh, really? But I mean, it could be something to do with somebody. Maybe you feel like it swindled you. Maybe you feel like you were deceived by somebody, like they put across this image to you that wasn't real, or they acted a certain way towards you that wasn't really who they are. Yeah, like you feel like maybe you've been duped, you've been conned, and which naturally would make you feel very upset or even angry. Absolutely. An owl medicine. Owl medicine. I'm actually going to read the description to that card. One sec, let's see. What does owl medicine have to say here? Looking for owl medicine. Okay. Wisdom, illumination, intuition, clairvoyance, and deep insight abound. Go within. Profound majesty and grace is available to you simply by pulling your awareness inward. Ancient knowledge is emerging within you. You know the truth. Trust your perception. You are a truth seeker and a truth sharer. Nurture the feminine spirit within you. Your native spirit wants you to know. In some indigenous cultures, the men say that they're afraid of the owl because it represents the power of woman, and they're in awe of, even afraid of, the power of women. Other native cultures call the owl the night eagle, for it has the majesty of the eagle but works silently in the darkness of night. In Western cultures, the owl sits on the shoulder of Athena and also of Merlin, revealing sacred truths. When this card chooses you, you are at the advent of a time of illumination and transformation. The journey. In a meditative state, imagine that you have shapeshifted into an owl and you are soaring silently through the night. Your ability to see, even in the darkness, is remarkable. This corresponds with your ability to perceive the truth, even in murky situations in life. Ooh, wow. Wow, I hope that resonated with you, Group 4, because I just feel like that corresponds so well with everything else that has come through about seeking out the truth. It's like, yeah, you want to know the truth about something, or about one person in particular. Somebody you don't feel like has been honest with you. Somebody you don't feel like, maybe you don't even understand why this has happened. If there has been this conflict or there's tension between you and a person, and you're just trying to find out why that is, okay, because you don't want to be in the state of confusion anymore. But it's like you are somebody that sees through people. I feel like you are an excellent reader of other people's energies. Okay, you have that knowledge, you have that wisdom to be able to see. But I feel like maybe at times you've ignored it. You may have wanted to ignore it because you didn't want to acknowledge that somebody could truly be that way, or that could treat you the way that they've treated you. But I feel like your body is like screaming at you to see the truth about this person. And maybe it doesn't mean that this person is a bad person, but it may just be that you're not compatible, okay? Or you're not compatible at this stage of your life. Because some people are meant to come and go. Some people are meant to leave and exit forever, and some people are meant to stay and stay forever, and others I feel like are meant to come in, come out, come in and come out as and when. Not to say that you should always allow people in and out if you don't feel like they're respecting of you or your boundaries, but I just feel sometimes even people will come back in to test us, to test if we've really evolved past that person or whether we still have enough in common. Because, you could both be evolving, but you're just moving in different directions. They're moving to the right, you're moving to the left. Okay? But yeah, I like this bit about advice here as well. Like the fact, because it's owl medicine, I feel like this would definitely be some good advice for you, okay? Is to get into that meditative state where you're nice and calm and you are imagining that you are an owl. You've shape-shifted into the owl and you're soaring silently through the night and you're able to see through the dark, okay? So if there is something in particular that you feel like you don't have knowledge of yet, like you're waiting for some kind of truth or something to be unveiled, then I feel like this is a way that you'd be able to manifest it. Okay, so imagining that, okay, so I'm an owl, I'm soaring through the night, it's black, but I can see everything. Like you could almost see like the truths like shining brightly as like stars, but sort of below. That's what I'm seeing anyway. Obviously do how you want to do it. But yeah, I just feel like that was a nice little piece of advice there. So yeah, if you're wanting to manifest the truth or someone to show you their true colors, that could be a way in which that helps you. So let's just get some more cards of advice for you, and then we'll get some closing fishbowl messages. Okay, so we've got Page of Voices, Three of Inspiration reversed, Seven of Emotions, Ace of Voices. Yeah. Oh, I even hear my voice. Listen to that. It's sounding all raspy, or it just was. Yes, I feel like you are being guided to cut this person off right now. Okay, and again, this doesn't have to be forever. This might just be temporary. Maybe this is just for a few days or for a few weeks, months, however long it needs to be. But I feel like, again, it's like you're just butting heads right now and you're just going to keep irritating each other. And it feels like right now you're being guided to let that go. Okay, to let go of whatever isn't serving you or whoever is not bringing you happiness, bringing you calm, bringing you peace and love. Because yeah, even with like Page of Voices here, I just get the sense of like spying. So maybe this is something like you're thinking about maybe you're thinking about reaching out to someone, maybe this person, or you're just keeping a close eye on them. Maybe you're watching their every move, or maybe they're watching your every move and that's something that you're picking up on. Probably. I feel like there's some mirroring going on here. So it might be that you're both kind of in a similar place, both wondering why you're feeling tense or why you're not as close as you were before, or, why this friction has come into the mix here. But yeah, I just feel like you're being guided to let go of those thoughts. Like if you haven't thought about it, like if you haven't been giving it much sort of psychological thought, if you've just been feeling all this anger, I definitely feel like you're being called not to make any irrational decisions or not to jump into saying something. Because I feel like you might have a bit of hot temper, okay, or you may say something that you regret later on, because it just feels like it's an energetic shift right now. And it's not to say maybe you need to say what you need to say, but I feel like you're definitely being guided to sleep on it. Maybe to wait till you're not feeling tense or angry or upset or in pain, to wait till you're feeling sort of more clear and calm, and then maybe you can speak your truth and you'll get the reaction that is needed one way or the other. But it definitely feels like you're being guided to, take a step back for the moment, okay, and maybe to kind of look at other options, to not cut yourself off from other options as well, especially if you're someone that you put all your eggs in one basket and you focus truly just on one person, whether this is a romantic partner or a friendship, maybe even business. Very well could be if you've been focusing on one source of money. This could be about spreading your seed far and wide and not putting all of your focus into this one person or this one source of income or this one opportunity, but to really look at all of the others that are around you. Even though you may feel at times like there aren't any, okay, with the Seven of Cups reverse, you may feel like that at times. But I just feel like you need to find what's really going to bring you joy and emotional happiness, okay? Because I just sense like, I don't know if there's this feminine here, there's a divine feminine that's being kind of cold with you, okay? It doesn't have to be a divine feminine, by the way. It could be a divine masculine, but possibly it could be a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But it just feels like there's someone here that's not willing to nurture something with you. And it's like, well, why the hell should I nurture it with you if you're not giving it back to me? As I always say, only invest what they are willing to invest in you. And then you're never going to overgive. You'll never overgive if you're, aligning with how much they're giving you. Okay, so let's just get a couple of fishbowl messages on this. Okay, we've got, you are being watched. Oh my God. Crazy. Loyal and honorable. Hold the line. Yoga teacher. Okay, interesting. Now you could be a yoga teacher, or it could be the person you're wondering about is a yoga teacher. But it could also be you're being guided to do some yoga. Okay, so that the yoga is going to help to align your chakras. It's going to help to release any stagnant or blocked energy. Okay, so yeah, especially whatever pains or sensations you might be feeling. Definitely you're being guided to do some kind of stretching here. Maybe this is going to a class, okay? Or doing yoga at home, or just doing stretches that feel good, because that's what yoga is all about. I mean, I used to be a yoga teacher myself, and it's not about pushing yourself to the limit. It's about working with it and listening to your body, okay? Doing what feels good. If something starts to hurt, then you know you've pushed it too far, but you can bring it back. And it's not to say you shouldn't challenge yourself, of course, because things like, when you're working on your core strength, okay, I mean, that's a positive kind of pain. But when you get like a sharp pain, then you always, and when you're doing any kind of exercise, you know that that's time that, whatever you were doing was bad for you, okay, was not good for your body. That's your body's way of telling you that. So it may also be that by practicing more yoga, you'll be able to become more in tune with your physical body and the sensations, the feelings that you get, and you'll learn how to attribute them to other areas that's impacting your life, okay? And then conversely then impacting your health. But yeah, look, hold the line. You are being called to hold it right now, okay? So yeah, if there's something you're feeling angry about, something you want to say, something you want to do, just sleep on it. I definitely feel, and I feel this is for a week, actually. That's why that 7's coming through. To me, that's what it feels like, to wait a week, to wait 7 nights, to sleep on it for 7 nights, okay? And then, yeah, you're being watched. Definitely. I feel like this is definitely one of the reasons you're feeling these sensations in the body, okay? It's because you're picking up on somebody watching you. Maybe somebody that is thinking about reaching out to you. Maybe they want to say something very similar to you. Maybe in a confrontational way. Okay, but again, this could be, I really feel like this is reciprocal. Like maybe you're both watching each other, both kind of feeling similar energy. So I feel like both of you are being guided to just chill at the moment, just for the moment. But it might be also that maybe you're questioning this other person's loyalty towards you. Okay, or maybe this is about questioning your own loyalty. And that's something that is triggering you. Like you're not feeling like you're giving, again, all the investment, but you're not getting it back. Or you feel like, I'm always loyal to people, and why can't they be loyal back to me? And it's just one of those things, unfortunately, isn't it? Not everybody is going to be as loyal as you. I mean, you might have like a Leo moon or a Leo Venus or something. Definitely strong Leo coming through here. But yeah, just know that not everybody has the same heart as you, group 4. Not everybody is going to be as loyal to you as you are to them. But just remember, every no is going to lead to a yes, okay? And if this person is, not your person right now, this means that a new opportunity, N-O, new opportunity, is on the horizon for you. So this might be about you creating space for new people that are going to bring a different energy, a different vibration to your life, that is going to, improve your life rather than drag you down. It just feels like at the moment, group 4, this situation or this relationship is dragging your energy down. And it may even be dragging the other person's energy down right now. So for now, I feel like, in order for you to shift through those, the physical feelings, whatever your health, your body is trying to tell you, is to sleep on something, to, move through with your body, through yoga, through meditation, to go more with the flow, to wait before taking any action. Definitely wait for this feeling of clear clarity and a feeling of calm, and to only invest what you are being given in return, or that is being presented to you. So I really do hope that this resonates with you, Group 4. Please feel free to let me know down in the comments below if it does. And don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I appreciate every single one of you for all of your continued support, your love and your care. You always write such amazing comments and you're so in depth, and it's just nice because everybody can see then that, you know, it's resonating in some way. So yeah, please, I encourage you to write comments if it makes sense for you. And if you would like to book a personal reading with me, the link to my website is down below. I do offer email readings and video readings. So you've got a couple of choices to choose from. I do hope you have a lovely rest of your day, Group 4. Take good care.